Bueno, mi gente, hemos vuelto. ¿Qué pasa? Hemos estado un tiempecillo aquí en la órbita del baloncesto Córdoba. Ajá. No, hombre, ya hemos vuelto por fin. Con mucha gana. Después de muchas semanas, casi un mes sin poder estar por aquí. Era hora de volver. Si no recuerdo, esto fue fuera de cámara, que era un boss secundario. Y era duro, muy duro. Y lo dejé aquí, creo. Vamos a intentarlo. Vamos a intentarlo por intentarlo una vez. Pero vamos. Que no vamos a intentarlo mejor. Vale. Le damos aquí, vamos a darle aquí. Vamos a darle a misión principal. Y nos vamos a ir con sombra en la ruina. Reúnete con Morrigan en el cine adoquinado. O en pantano. Vamos a darle aquí. Vamos a darle al mundo. Y nos vamos a ir a Eran. En la ciudad portuaria. Portuaria, viajar. Pues, ¿qué pasa, gente? Después de mucho tiempo hemos vuelto, ¿no? De ahora. Demasiado tranquilito, mira. Así es como acabó todo. Sí. Acabo de recordar un poco. Hubo un ataque de dragón. Y como pone aquí, hay que encontrar un nuevo punto de ruta. ¡Epa! Estoy súper oxidado. Ni un parry hecho. Ni un parry hecho. Increíble, tío. Cero parry. Ay. Cero parry. Qué más lento estoy, tío. Bueno, normal. Poco a poco, poco a poco. Poco a poco.
Where is everyone? What did the Venatori do to the Shadow Dragons?
Ahora sí, algo mejor.
Shadow dragons would welcome Venatori into their
Algo mejor, algo mejor.
Perhaps there are answers to be found amid this devastation.
The candle. Is this for us? Strange. Wants us to find more. The killings. This is...
Muy bien, ¿cómo se ha quedado esto? La bien, ¿cómo se ha quedado, chulo? Vale, un poquito de baterías por aquí.
The Grey Warden. Are you all right?
You're Rook. I'm Vesta.
What happened?
I'm here to help the Shadow Dragons, fighting Darkspawn in the catacombs. There weren't many when we started, but then the others said to run. Get help. We can't leave the Darkspawn if they escape into the city.
Just sit tight.
Han encarnado la catacumba. Aquí hay un cofrecillo, ¿no? Vamos con el más que sea. Ahí está. Poder de la guardia. Ole. Vale, a tope de vida. Menino, mira, peluso. Y por ahí dudo que sea. Aquí dudo más todavía que sea. ¿Qué pasa por aquí?
Please.
Do you hail from Ferelden, Hardy?
Born and raised near Redcliffe.
Easy.
As I was saying,
Do you hail from Ferelden, Hardy?
born and raised near Redcliffe. Just a regular place. Nothing fancy, like where you're from.
Ferelden's a storied kingdom. Its heroes have shaped the path of our age.
That's the nicest thing anyone up here has said about Ferelden. Most people talk about how Ferelden's just dogs and mud.
Terrible. You must
Terrible,
pay them
nada de
any
hacerle caso. Pues gente, eso. Ya sabéis que que llevo un equipo en Córdoba, se llama School, a esta historia. Creo que sí, sí. Y claro, hemos estado en la fase final de la liga. Y claro, pues hemos estado hasta arriba y no hemos podido subir contenido.
Why did Morgan want to
Encima
leave
tengo
him
una
with
mascota
Arthas?
y
Isn't
claro,
she helping the Veil
a un
Jumpers
coñazo.
Marley?
Tengo aquí al lado, es malísimo.
Indeed.
Un gato
But
malísimo.
today we have a guest, and she needed
Pero bueno,
the
ya hemos
anonymity
vuelto y
that
esperamos
only a city provides.
a un buen tiempo. Jeje.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Llewellyn, the woman who led us all.
It's an honor to meet you.
Relax. I won't be trying to arrest you like the first warden.
You heard about that?
Dorian Pavis is an old friend. He filled me in. Indeed. You have had many eyes upon you, Rook. Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elganon and Gillenane.
I won't let you down.
Don't worry about me. Worry about the people you've recruited and about the people depending on you. I'm asking you to take down a pair of gods. You're not going to be able to do that if you're worried about my approval.
Que
But if you
sobra.
listen to your friends and remember the people you're fighting for, you'll get through this.
We've got the makings of a good team, I think. We'll do our best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do her best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. She has not been idle while you assembled your team.
I have a team, but not much in the way of forces. If there's any military support you can spare,
I'm sorry. Our forces in the south are stretched thin already. And I'm afraid the Grey Warden leadership doesn't think much more highly of me than they do of you.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. She brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette? We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solus's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the veil. To him. Somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
Right now, Solus is giving us the information we need to track down the gods.
Yes, he is a vital source of information and advice, just as he was to the Inquisition before. He is the Dread Wolf. He led a rebellion that lasted centuries. How many alliances do you think he has made and broken?
Solus was important to me. If this statuette helps you understand him, if it uncovers something that... Honestly, I don't know. I wish I did. But this feels like a part of him. And whatever he and I once were, I think... I hope... it might help you.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
Bueno, pues aliarla. Bueno, paramos, vamos a mirarlo. Ese sur del cruce. Vale, no te conviene entrar en las pantanas. Vamos para allá. Pero me pegaron la caminata, obviamente. Que está un poco feo. Había dicho que teníamos que ir al... Tenemos que ir al pantano de Hosberg. Hay que botar los HP. Ajá. A los pantanos de Hosberg.
Rook, welcome to the
Bienvenido
Hosberg wetlands.
Ajá.
I'd say make yourself comfortable.
This place is...
Foreboding?
Yes. Well, foreboding is normal here, but it's worse than usual.
The Blight's always a problem in the Anderfells. It's not strange to find a corrupted patch of forest or swamp.
What is strange is the sudden surge of blight through the Hosberg wetlands. Much like the village you found, the blight here struck too quickly, and in strange forms.
It's choked the whole area, and the local village, Lavendel, was caught in it. But they're survivors. We can be grateful for that.
It only gets worse from here.
We've got the same feeling.
As far as we can tell, the gods you're chasing weren't here directly.
If the Blight's really changed, then the changes are widespread. As for how much...
I can almost sense something in there. Another sound under the Blight's usual song.
Stories say Warden sends blight. I never thought it was literal.
It happens when you join the Order. But that's more than I should say.
When we met, you tried to block the sound out. Now you hear too much.
If it helps, that's what we're here for.
Should I be worried?
About me?
No.
About the Blight? Yes. But you already are.
We heard rumors of the surge here and volunteered to investigate. The first warden expects a report. Soon.
If we want proof the Blight's changed, then this place is where to find it.
But the way the Blight left the village, We've had our hands full just keeping it back and helping the sick.
You need more to study.
Yes. The odd growths the blight has formed, like boils, they surround Lavendel. I need more samples.
I'll see what I can do. This place is lucky to have you.
Trying to make us like you?
Is it working?
I'm not complaining. I'll give you something to contain the blight. Oh, and watch for darkspawn.
Can't sing our praises if you're dead.
Good point. See you soon.
Que me... Ah, lo tengo todo. Pues bueno, pues como destruye la pupa de corrupción. Pues como contaba antes, que básicamente eso. Demostrar la recta final de Skull. Y pues claro, hasta arriba nuestro equipo senior se quedó en semi. Y el junior llegó a la final y la ganó en el último minuto. Tenemos un junior que jugó espectacular. Y pues claro, nos dio la victoria, gracias a Dios. Pero bueno, vamos a venir aquí un poquito ya. Tengo ganas de volver ahora a pasar a otra serie ya, mientras estoy con esta, pero claro, tengo la duda de con cuál hacerlo. Tengo varios juegos que tengo apuntados, así que los subiré y preguntaré cuál queráis. Bomba.
Got the sample.
We're getting there. Now, where were we?
Huele,
Right.
huele a vos, ¿no?
Darkspawn. Everyone ready? Another champion. Let's deal with it.
Tipo de nivel 30. ¿Verdad? No sé por qué me lo voy a venir. Ah, estoy lentísimo, tío. Estoy lentísimo, lo faltaba ya. Bueno. Cargado la última partida, venga. Ah, va a estar duro, va a estar duro.
Darkspawn. Everyone ready? The champion. Stay ready.
A lo mejor. Hay que dejarlo ahí, no se puede pegar con él. Una retirada a tiempo de victoria.
This was farmland.
Like where my ma lives.
Check out the ballista. Could be useful.
Ah, we've done it. Trouble. There.
Me da aquí una muestra. Ah, no.
We've a fight ahead.
Here we go. Light and Darkspawn are connected. Did it send us going after the boils?
We need to stop it.
Down. Oh, nicely done.
Good. Por lo visto, cada vez mientras más pasa el tiempo, mientras más pasa, más leo que este juego es más malo. Así que la cosa es chunga. Y creo que esta es la última muestra.
And another sample.
That must be enough for an analysis.
Yeah. Let's get back to Webker and Antoine.
Of course.
Vámonos por donde hemos vuelto. Nos ahorramos pegarnos con todos los bichos. Y nos hacemos 2 por 1.
It came through so fast.
Lavendale Village. This can't turn out like Demetta's Crossing.
And yet, life remains.
Antoine? Antoine!
Yes? Yes, the blight samples. They're like nothing we've seen, or anything in the Warden records. And I almost hear voices in it. The gods calling the blight.
I can't hear anything. But if you believe me...
We knew things were bad. But if the Blight's being called, the situation's more unpredictable than we thought. We need to...
I give you two reign, and this is where it leads. Chasing Rook's lies.
First Warden...
Stay away from the Blight and the Wardens. How many times must you be told?
Okay, but we found evidence. Evgar and Antoine...
Are too easily distracted.
Rook knew something was wrong.
I can hear it in the samples. The gods. He's telling the truth. The blight has changed. And that changes everything.
It changes nothing. Your sensitivity to blight is useful, Warden Antoine. But you've had more than one snake in your ear.
No one here wants blight to spread. We can work together.
You're in no place to make offers. You tampered with a ritual that unleashed blight. You did not know what you were doing then, and you don't now.
If gods control the Blight, we need to change how we approach it.
Archdemons controlled blight, and we'd sense if one had risen. We'd make the sacrifices needed to fight it.
But we...
The blight has increased. Now is not the time to lose focus. Wardens Evka and Antoine, are you sworn to combat the blight?
Yes, but...
Then report back to Weishaupt and do so.
That went poorly, even for a talk with him.
It's my fault you're in trouble.
He's never really liked us.
So much for convincing the Wardens.
We can't give you the order, but you have us.
We'll keep tracking the Darkspawn and the Blight. We'll do what we can.
And if we learn the gods' plans, you will too.
The elven god of monsters had been hard at work. She'd taken the Darkspawn and made them so much worse. Now, she and Elgar'nan had their glorious new army. The risen gods were ready. And they had just the target.
Tengo una ganas de pegarle a los dos. No sabe bien la cara que tengo,
We should take a break. Head back to the lighthouse for a bit.
Vale, pues volvamos al faro. Perdóname. Mapa y el faro. El problema del juego es que tiene mucho texto.
Rook, just got word. First Warden's calling everyone back to Weishaupt. Everyone except me, seems like. Guess the First Warden didn't like me joining your team.
Calling Wardens back from all over Thedas is a big step. Did he give any reason why?
Not exactly. But I've heard rumors of a massive Darkspawn horde on the move. Even hearing there's an Archdemon with them.
How long do we have?
A day, a week? Darkspawn are charging through the deep roads. Makes it hard to get an accurate idea of where they are. Rook, if the gods have an Archdemon, Warden lore says Archdemons only show up during a blight. Doesn't say anything about elven gods. Seems like the rules have changed, and we're going in blind. We need to know what we're up against.
I'll talk to Solus. See if he knows anything about any of this. Make sure the others are ready to move.
¿Esto qué es?
You're
cannot do this, Algernon. You swore that we would give up our commands when this horrific war was over.
Our people need our leadership. If you're unwilling, leave.
Our people must rebuild, and we must help unite them.
So, we did not fight for freedom, but to conquer this land and our own.
We fought to win, and now the Evenuris are as gods. I do not answer to Mythal's annoying lapdog.
The people are afraid. They must believe in something.
They need strength.
And wisdom.
They need gods who can protect them.
Descriversonestriambo.com Remove space @ocudosufjl.
That was strange. They were speaking Elven, but I understood it.
I believe we have experienced a memory in each of our native languages.
Not just any memory. One of the Dread Wolves.
And the mages who declared themselves my gods. Well, mine and Davrin's.
Given what we've seen them do, I was expecting someone to do something epic.
Right? It was so mundane. Nothing grand or cosmic. No setting fire to the sun. It was just talking. Politics. I wish they were monsters. Something grand and terrible. Seeing them like that, they're no better than Tevinter nobles.
But no worse, either. They were people. And people can let you down.
All right. What else can we take from this memory?
Elgernon was hungry for power. Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solus, furious at Elgernon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mythal. She was keeping the peace.
Mythal and Solus were close. The Inquisition found a temple to Mythal, and there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she sides with Elgernon over him. A betrayal.
It sounded like Solus was loyal to Mythal. What did Elgernon call him? Mythal's lapdog? And then she grabs power alongside Elgernon instead of standing for her principles. I'll be angry too.
Angry enough to start a rebellion?
That's not how he'd see it. He didn't destroy the world. Elgernon did. Solus did what he considered necessary to stop him.
Solus would try to justify what he did, but he'd also blame himself for what happened.
Perhaps these murals aren't simply memories. They're what Solus wishes to forget.
His regrets. That means they're a way to learn his weak points.
Why are we worried about Solus? He's trapped.
Right. But the Dread Wolf was the god of trickery. He's looking for a way out. Bet on it.
Meanwhile, keep your eyes open in the crossroads. If there's a way to restore the rest of these murals, Solus would have kept it in his hideaway. It'd be nice to get inside his head for a change.
Vale, pues seguimos eso por vaina. Imagino que habrá que hablar con alguien, ¿no? Vamos a hablar con el lobo.
How fares your battle?
The gods are moving against Weishaupt and the Grey Wardens. We've heard rumors the Darkspawn are being led by an archdemon.
And you have questions?
I need to know how archdemons relate to the gods. Are they just like the Blighted Dragons, or are they something else? I also need to know how to deal with the gods if they show up at Weishaupt.
I propose a bargain. I will answer your question if you answer mine.
What?
How are the Grey Wardens? Do they understand the truth of the danger yet?
I've gotten a few of them to come around.
A few of them?
We've even got a Grey Warden on the team now. Davrin.
But the Grey Wardens as a whole still do not trust you yet, as I feared.
We're making progress.
When I asked why you should be trusted to lead the fight, you denied that you were even the leader. That sufficed for me. But the Grey Wardens believe in dedication and authority. They already see themselves as the perfect choice to fight the Darkspawn. You cannot defeat Elganon and Gillenane without the Wardens. What will you do to bring them to your side?
All I can really do is keep trying to get through to them.
Have you ever ridden home in a wagon and felt the streets go from paved to dirt beneath the wheels? The horse is slow, and everything grows quiet as you're near home. What do you call that feeling?
I don't really have a word for it.
No, you do not. Elganon destroyed that emotion. He burned it from the mind of every living being. There were spirits of that feeling, just as there are spirits of joy, or fear, or despair. I begged them to fight.
What happened to them?
They waited too long. Without the emotion in this world to focus on, they faded until nothing remained. When you grow quiet, it is a part of your soul reaching for a feeling and finding emptiness. Because I fail.
I understand. I'm not going to fail.
How? What will you do?
I can't force the First Warden to listen. I have to let the Wardens try it their way.
And how many Wardens will die before the First Warden realizes his mistake?
I've done everything I can to reason with him.
I once warned an elven village that Gillenane was coming and they were in danger. They would not listen. I had to watch as their bodies twisted, as their shrieks turned into the grunting of animals. Their eyes were the worst part. They were still aware. They knew what had been done to them. I gained little peace from knowing that I had tried to warn them. Is that what you hoped for?
No. I have to find a way to get through to them.
Then what will you do?
Whatever it takes.
Easily said. But it will have to be enough for now. You have answered my question, and I owe you an answer in return.
Yes. The old gods of Tevinter, the archdemons.
There never were Tevinter gods. The archdemons, as you call them, were always merely the weapons of the Evanuris.
All right. Let's hope we can find the gods before they find their weapons.
Unfortunately, the Dragon Thrall's life force is bound to the Evanuris as both power and protection. You will not be able to kill or likely even harm one of the Evanuris until their Dragon Thrall is slain.
It says a lot about these talks that kill an archdemon is the easy part.
It will not be easy. But you are this world's only hope. I would not suggest this path if I did not believe you could succeed.
Ah, the God of Lies believes in me.
Even with their dragons dead, the Evanuris are powerful and well protected. You will need to use my dagger, the one you recovered. It can pierce their enchantments and strike them down.
All right. Kill the archdemons, then use the dagger to take down the gods.
Even a single opportunity to strike the Evanuris down will be rare, fleeting, and costly. You will not have another chance to catch them unawares. When you strike, you must be fully prepared.
Pues gente, yo soy Juanpa, tenemos que ir a Wishapout, que es donde va a empezar la guerra, así que nos vamos a dejar justo aquí. Y en el próximo episodio, veremos, bueno, doy por hecho que iremos a la guerra. Vale, pues chicos, aquí lo vamos a dejar. Un segundillo, sí. Adiós.